Hey guys, it's Steph here. Hope you're having a good day. I just thought in this video, I'm just hanging out in my greenhouse. I do a little vlog style, just so I can kind of show you updates on all of the seeds that I've planted. Some from the recent video I just uploaded, especially my cold hardy cool weather annuals. I also wanted to share a little story. It has nothing to do with gardening, but it was an awesome way to start the day. So last year, about a year and a half ago, my husband and I got hit hard with COVID. I lost my taste and smell, and when it did come back, oh man, everything tasted funky, smells were horrible. So Pantene Pro V is the shampoo I always use. I've used it for years. Pantene Pro V was literally one of the things that stunk the worst. It smelled like cat urine. This morning, after a year and 4 months, I was sitting in my shower and I was like, what smells so good? And then I realized it was the Pantene Pro V. Anyway, it made me start thinking about my gardening season, and last year was frustrating. I was so disappointed because I look forward to all of my fresh produce, the fresh fruit. We have blackberries, raspberries, strawberries, apricots, peaches, apples, name it. And they just tasted bad. And so it's giving me hope that next year I'll be able to eat them and enjoy them, especially my blackberries, because we get these massive ones and it's just loaded for months upon months. Anyway, so I'm feeling very hopeful about all of that for next year. So in my greenhouse, if you're wondering, this is an 8x10. So I just want to show you real quick. It is messy. Guys, I don't know why we have so many of the trays. We need to get rid of some of them. They pile up so quickly, but it's an 8x10. I just wanted to show you how I've been keeping it warm, because it can be kind of tricky when it's getting about 25 degrees outside, 33 degrees during the day, to keep those temperatures perfect. So I'm aiming for about right here. You see this? Sorry, it doesn't show very well in the phone, but this is 73.7 degrees. So that's perfect, because my lysanthes likes to germinate about 70 to 75 degrees. But we just use heat pads. And then right here for my lysanthes, I am using a dome just because it's been drying out too fast. If I don't, I have to water far too much. But I was kind of hesitant to use a dome because I didn't want it to be too soggy in there, but it's just fine. See, none of my lysanthes have germinated yet. But for my lysanthes, they need a lot of sunlight. This greenhouse isn't providing it right now, about 16 hours. So this is great, because if my greenhouse is about 60 degrees during the day, this will bump it up about 10 degrees. And then this light gives off a little heat. So like, definitely invest in one of these soil temperature gauges. But in order to heat it, all we have are these 2 heaters. This one is a beast. It's been through the ringer. We have not taken care of it. It's gotten tons of water on it and it's just going strong still. So I highly recommend this brand. I don't even know who they are. I don't actually know where we got it from. But at nighttime, I'll go ahead and turn it on high. Actually, I'll probably just do it right now because the light is going down. It's getting a little bit later in the day, so I don't have to worry about it tonight. But I usually check on the greenhouse in the morning and at night, and if it's sunny, all I do is just open this door. So right here we have, I don't even know where this came from either. It's just this little cheap thermometer, but it's at about 65 degrees right now. So it's been really easy. I thought it might be hard to keep the temperatures right where they need to be for my seedlings, but it's working out pretty good with these 2 little heaters. So right now I'm just gonna actually plant some more stock. It's called the Vintage Brown. It's so pretty. And I bought these thinking they were the brown lysanthes. I love those Roseanne Browns on Johnny Seeds, but they were actually out of them. But these Vintage Brown stalks are really gorgeous. Since they're so easy to grow, I'm just gonna throw another batch into my cell trays. And then I'm also gonna plant some more Arena 3 Red in case I fail miserably with these lysanthes. Everyone says they're so hard, and I didn't buy plug cells this year. So I'm gonna just plant more, because the more I have, the more chances I can get a full garden box. But I did want some with some deeper color. I have a lot of pastel, so this will give me some more depth. And this is a group 3, so it comes out a little bit later than the other ones that are group 2. The group 2s come out in summer, and this is gonna come out late summer to October. Oh my goodness, I just noticed the germination rate, 97%, wow. That is high. So if I don't do well, I have no excuses. So this is the Vintage Brown. So it kind of behaves like your iron stock. It's a little bit more heat tolerant. This is just a really cool color. I can't wait to show you. So before I get some soil moistened up for those other seeds, I'm actually gonna go ahead and cut these down. You wanna make sure you do that so they're not competing. It's pretty common knowledge. It's easier said than done. My husband has the hardest time doing that. He feels like he's wasting his seeds. I don't have any issues with that. But when they're fused like this, that typically means they're just gonna have a single floret. And then right here, let's find a really pronounced one. So right here you can see those have a double set of leaves, which means they typically get double florets, and these are much prettier, but I did talk about that, so I want to show that to you. And they said about 55% of your seeds in your packet will come out like this, and the rest will be fused. So I think that's about right. I'm seeing kind of 50-50 with that. That one's kind of funny looking. So if you don't want single florets, just don't plant that in your garden box. You can be picky. I want as many flowers as I can get, so I'm definitely going to be planting all of them. But look how awesome they're doing. They came out so fast. I think it was like 4 days. Before I end this video, last week I started weeding my garden boxes. I know it's kind of crazy. The snow melted. It felt so good to get in the soil, in the dirt. I forgot how stress relieving it is. It just clears my mind. It's like there's no problems in the world. Everything is fine. But I discovered some ranunculus that I planted last year. I just wanted to highlight it with you. Typically, these are not supposed to winter over, and they usually fizzle off in the heat. But the reason why I think they came back is because they were planted under some potatoes, and then the potato leaves grew up. We didn't have a lot of potatoes, but it provided them some shade after these kind of fizzled out. But look at this. This is so exciting. So I have a few that are starting to sprout all over. So look at this one right here. I don't know if they actually just dropped some seeds and grew because of that, but it shouldn't have done this because it got down to 5 degrees. I know garden boxes warm up faster. Look at all of these. These are such an unexpected surprise. I got so excited because they're zone 7, I'm a zone 6, so I am kind of on that borderline. But these are gonna have a way head start. I'm gonna have bigger blooms. They're gonna be taller. I'm actually gonna be putting in my low tunnel here next week. And then hopefully I'll get my ranunculus out here in a week too. They'll be sprouted by then, but I think I'm gonna get more that will pop up. I know, see, like there's one hiding right under there. So tomorrow and next week, if the weather permits, like the next 3 days, I'm actually gonna try and get all of these garden boxes weeded and cleaned up. We didn't get to it in fall. My husband does so much for me. I just wanna get them all ready so that he can plant his cold hardy vegetables in there. We actually have to take out our entire strawberry patch because it got bombarded with Bermuda grass. If you guys are familiar with that, it is the absolute worst. Those roots, my neighbor likes to call it go down to China, so I think I've already used that joke. I'm actually gonna maybe weed right now because the snow has melted. It's been a little bit warmer the past 2 days. I really wanna get on top of the weeds before spring hits. So in winter, basically I'm planning for my flower beds, designing, planting my seeds, weeding if I can. You can weed if you want to get out in the cold. I just love being out here so much. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and definitely give me a like if you liked this video. I would really appreciate it. We'll talk to you later. Bye.